All right, if you're feeling overwhelmed, overworked, just like you don't have enough hours in a day, delegation is probably one of the things that you're missing out on, and it's the number one thing that we're talking about on today's video. So I've been there, I have done this, I coach people through this. I am a doer. I enjoy doing. I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy meeting that all head on. But I learned as time went on that if you're not careful, doers will overshadow teammates, and there is plenty of work for us to all handle. So making sure as a leader or business owners, when you're reaching your capacity of your money's not moving up and you are like, I have no more hours in a day, it's because we need to hire and outsource some of those tasks that you are managing as a business owner down to employees and teammates. If you are running, if you're working inside a business and you're watching this to help develop your team, I have ran teams internally, and one thing I found when I look back on my personal development was when everyone brought their problems to me, I would complete the job for them versus mentoring them through how to do it themselves. So I took on a lot of people's jobs, made their lives easier because I wanted to just get it done so we could get on to the next thing. Turns out I was doing the job of a lot of other employees, but with that mentality. So some of the things, challenges in effective delegation: fear of losing control. Is as an owner of business, you have built that baby from dirt to brick and mortar, or your online presence or your personal brand, and you do not want to let that control go. I totally understand it. I've been there. I have skill sets that are very unique, and there was a point in time in my life when I was like, can't nobody do this better than me. You learn out really quick how fast that all implodes and how quick you can be replaced. Then when you outsource it, like I just said, it's nobody can do that job as good as me. Instead of taking time to mentor and lift the rest of your team up or coworkers that you're competing against, instead of taking time to lift them up to the same level, you would rather keep the task for yourself because you take so much pride in your work, and only there's certain things that you want to have done, which means you don't trust your team. So just the fear of letting go with the task itself because you're concerned about anyone else doing your job, which takes me to that one I just mentioned, just letting go. Again, a lot of business owners have worked from the ground up, and they are 100% vested in their company's growth. So just letting someone else come in and take the reins for that, it's trust. It's building trust with the owners of the company. They're trying to get it from you, and it's a big struggle. I have worked absolutely for an owner that had a hard time delegating and letting go of a lot of tasks just because of just how he was built, and that's okay. And it took a long time for us to build that relationship of trust where a lot of those tasks that impacted his livelihood, his family, that he trusted me to complete. You can do the same thing. And when we do that, it's just going to enhance our team's efficiency. It's going to make them learn new skills, and it's going to teach them the correct way to do things so you don't have to manage it all the time. Once you build trust and you give these priority assignments off to your staff, your team, especially your teams, it just boosts morale. Everyone there is mission oriented, and they are working to try to accomplish a goal of whatever company this is, whether it's you're working for someone else or it's your company. Everyone there's success in getting paid is based off the success of that company. Employees will take ownership if you make them feel like they are owners. You're going to find your best leaders at this point in time. They will lead through the decisions they're comfortable making, and then they will come to you and seek leadership when they're uncomfortable making decisions that just I had a dollar figure in my head. If I was making a decision over a certain amount, I would go see the owner. If it was below a certain amount, I would make the decision and move forward. It wasn't worth either one of our time sitting down to talk about every decision that needed to be made. And I would always use the meter of how does this affect, if this was my family and I made this decision, how is it going to affect us? Is this positive or negative? Take ownership inside of the business. And out of all those things we just listed, it's going to create that just culture of trust inside of your company. Your team is going to take absolute ownership of all their projects, all their tasks, because they are going to feel the trust and the ownership that they have within those companies' walls itself. So how we can make this happen is find those tasks that are delegatable. Is sit down as a leader, write out your task, all the tasks that you complete, move anything that's not moving your money needle as the owner or the lead, the focusing outside of your 5%, move that over. The other thing you can use is putting the do I like it, don't like it, the squares. That you can figure out what tasks that you enjoy doing and that you want to spend time on, and then we try to delegate the other things. We're either working on the things that keep us happy because that's where we can spend our most productive time, or we're going to focus on the 5% that's making us the most money. Then choosing the right person for the task is Traction. Great book if you haven't read it. GWC, gets it, wants it, and can handle it. That's the acronym they use when you're talking about promoting an employee, giving an employee a significant task. Is GWC, gets it, wants it, and can handle it. Are they the right person for the task? Do they get the assignment? Do they even want to do the assignment? Because if they don't want to do it, we don't want to assign it over to them. And then the C is, can they handle the assignment? Do they have the capacity? Do they have all the tools they need? Do they have the knowledge and the skill set that can get it done? And then biggest things moving forward here, your final two things you can do is teach, become a mentor, help lead them, and offer as many resources and support as you can. Because once they get to that level to where they can handle these tasks, that means you can take on new and more and task and create this visionary role for yourself as the leader. Or it helps if you're working inside of a private company or you're working in public, it lets you have someone who can take over your job so you can move into your next promotion, or as an owner of a business is concentrate even more heavily on the vision. You see a lot of CEOs inside of companies. This is where they are, and they've hired a CEO to come in and run their company they trust, and the owner can go on and focus on additional company growth and creating on a deeper vision for the company. And to do that, you can't be a micromanager. You got to let go. You got to take the heart of a teacher, become a little bit of a mentor and a coach. That's how I learned how to do a lot of my business stuff was just through the owner coaching and mentoring me through the roles that I had. So hope it all helps.